Okay, remember we're talking about geometric shapes. So let's read this problem and identify the shape. In a triangle, the measure of the first angle is twice the measure of the second angle. The measure of the third angle is 64 degrees more than the measure of the second angle. Find the measures of the three angles. Okay, so what is the shape that we are talking about here today? Yeah, you got it. It's that triangle. And we've got a triangle, so let's draw the triangle. What are the other things we need to label? Yeah, the angles, right? We need to label angle number 1, angle number 2, and angle number 3. So let's not only label them there, let's go ahead and label them down here. It might help us both ways. So we'll do it both ways. Okay, so now let's look and see from the description, what do we actually label? Let's underline some things that will help us. First of all, let's look. The measure of the first angle is twice the measure of the second angle. And the measure of the third angle is 64 degrees more than the measure of the second angle. So which angle is the one that everything is based upon? If you think about it, it's said twice. Second angle, second angle. So your second angle is the basis for which everything operates. So if we look over here, our second angle is here. What should we label the second angle? Yeah? You told me, you know what it is. It's that handy dandy X, okay? So there it is. There's our X is on our second angle. So now let's look and see what it says about the first angle. It says the first angle is twice the measure of the second angle. So what does twice the measure of the second angle mean? Yeah, you got it. It means 2 times that one, so 2x. I'm going to put my x here and my 2x up here. Now we only have one more to get labeled, guys. We're almost there. So now let's look at what it says. The measure of the third angle, yeah, that's the one we're looking for, is 64 degrees more than the measure of the second angle. So what does more than mean? Yep, it's that plus. So this one is my second angle, which is right there, plus that 64 degrees that we're told about. So let's label it down here. All right. We have them all labeled. We achieved that step. Good job. Now let's go on and look at the next one. The next one says we're talking about the measures of the angles of the triangle. Do you remember that geometric formula we just talked about? Yeah, I can hear it back there. Angle number 1 plus angle number 2 plus angle number 3 equals 180 degrees. You guys got it. So now what's our next step? Yeah, we're going to do just like we've done in all the other problems we've worked on. What is angle number 1? We have it labeled in 2 places. We can choose the one we like best. Plus, and what is angle number 2? Yeah, it's your x. Plus, what's our angle number 3? X plus 64. Yep. You have it, and you've done really well, is equal to 180. Now, let's start looking at those like terms again. 2x plus 1x plus 1x gives you 4x. Plus 64 equals 180. Now remember, we're isolating the 4x, so we're going to keep this one, and we're going to nullify that one by making it 0 by subtracting what it is. If it's a positive 64, the opposite is minus 64. Let's do the same thing over here. And now that becomes 0, so we zeroed that one out. We're left with 4x plus 0, which is 4x is equal to, well, let's do some subtraction here. 8 becomes a 7. That becomes 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. And 1. So 4x equals 116. Now, what is the operation here? Multiplication. The opposite operation? Yeah, that's right. It's the division by 4. Do the same on the other side. Remember the prime rule in equations. What you do to one side must always be done to the other side, because if you don't, that equation is going to go out of balance and it's going to tip, and we can't have that happen. So this becomes 1, and you have x equals. Well, let's do that division. 4 goes into 1, 1, 6. Goes twice, 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. Bring down my 6, and 4 into 36 is 9. So our x is 29. 29 what, guys? Yeah, that's right. The unit of measure for angles is degrees. So it's 29 degrees. But are we finished? No, you're right, we're not. We have to take that 29 degrees and bring it back up here, substitute it in where we have x. Which angle is x? It's angle number 2. So angle number 2 is 29 degrees. We'll write it down here too, so you can keep it straight. And now, what is angle number 1? It says it's 2 times x. So 29 times 2 is 18, 4, 5, making 58. So angle number 1 here is 58 degrees, because it's 2 times that one there. Now we're looking at the third angle, and it says it's x plus 64. So x plus 64 is 29 plus 64, and that is 13, carry my 1, 8, 9, making 93 degrees. Now, if I wonder if I'm correct, what do I do? Yeah, I hear that. Remember, the sum of the 3 angles equals 180 degrees. So I can take these 3 angles, add them up, and check myself. Am I right, or did I make a mistake? You know, we can all make mistakes, so let's check it out. 58 plus 29 plus 93, and that gives me 11, 12 plus 8 is 20, carry my 2, 11, 16, 18. 180 degrees. Exactly what we needed. Perfect, guys. Good job.